Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Chill Out podcast. So, right now, everyone is talking about the winter arc, which is pretty viral, but because it's almost summer where I'm at, I thought, let me mix things up. Okay. The concept is basically about saying, screw New Year's resolutions. We're starting early this year. And instead of hot summer weather giving us another excuse to be lazy and lay out by the pool all day and be irresponsible, we're using these months before the new year to really lock in. Okay, so December 1st is the new January 1st. We're getting into shape, absolutely shredded. And not only that, but mentally shredded. We are going to be locking in mentally as well. High vibes at an all-time high and low vibes at an all-time low. Basically showing up to the new year already being your best self.
Okay.
And 2025 is going to start in the best way. So this is obviously a trendy topic right now, which has predetermined habits to follow, but we are all our own people and you sort of have to do what suits you as an individual. But I'm going to share what I'll be doing. Okay, so I hope you enjoy. And definitely let me know in the comments down below, what you think. Firstly, journaling for 10 minutes a day. Look, this isn't for everyone, okay? That specific habit I started from a very young age. And there has been times in my life where I just didn't feel the need to want to sit down and dedicate time to writing down my thoughts. But I'm in a place right now in my life where I'm slowly transitioning and cutting ties with people and certain habits. And I need to journal as a healthy way for me to organize my thoughts and self-regulate my emotions. And it's something that has been helping me to heal as well from certain experiences.
Pretty life-changing.
The next thing is meditation. Okay, so I probably sound like an annoying clean girl on Pinterest preaching to the masses I have everything figured out. Well, I'm sorry, but I actually do need meditation in my life, okay? And just like journaling, I went through a phase where I stopped. I became lazy. I indulged in unhealthy things to cope with my anxiety or things that I was going through. And I basically said bon voyage to this habit that has previously helped me so much in my life. So I'm back on my meditation vibe, and now I've mixed it up a bit. So in the mornings, I have a guided meditation I'll put on, or I have a super calming playlist that I really love listening to. Okay, it just makes me feel so zen. So when I'm making my coffee in the morning, I have that on in the background, and it's sort of just a way for me to take a deep breath, show gratitude for the day, and mentally prepare myself for a new day and just take my mind basically in a better place. Okay, it just takes me to a calming place. So that's my vibe right now. So meditation doesn't need to be you actually sitting on the floor or sitting on a yoga mat. It can literally just be you in bed listening to something that's really calming, or doing activities in your home with something beautiful playing in the background that's helping your mind to reset, refocus, and re-energize. Going to bed before 11 p.m. on a weeknight is another one of my goals. Okay, so this has also been a bit challenging for me because lately I've been working till late at my desk and then going to bed much later because obviously my brain needs to unwind. I need to kind of reset at night and just calm down and find some zen before I have to fall asleep because my mind is so busy. So going to bed before 11 p.m. and waking up at 5 a.m. is my vibe right now. So yeah, that's the grind that I'm on. Next thing is reading at least 10 pages a day. So again, I went through a phase where I was so depressed and sad and was not in a great place mentally, and all I wanted to do was lay in my bed and binge watch TV shows to distract me from what I was feeling. So I sort of neglected reading, which has always been one of my favorite things to do. And it's obviously it's understandable. Usually when we're not feeling like ourselves, we tend to not do things that usually bring us joy. So now I'm back in my reading vibe and I actually crave to read lately. So sticking to this habit should be easy. Like I've also cut out doom scrolling on social media and like being consumed in that world. So my mind has been like super keen to just like lay in bed and read. Like I was at this event about a week ago and we had like a lot of extra time to like sit down. So I literally was just, using that time to read, which is absolutely amazing and I loved it. The next rule for me is spending a minimum of 10 minutes a day on a hobby or an interest. So I spoke about this in one of my YouTube videos where I explained how painting is actually something I've recently gotten back into, and it sort of like reignited the passion and appreciation I have for art. And I'm not like Picasso, okay? But I don't need to be the best at something to enjoy it. So that's a hobby I've recently been enjoying again. It helps me so much mentally. And also like skateboarding as well. Like I love it. I'm not the best, like I'm not Tony Hawk or like Nigel Houston, okay? But I love skateboarding. And it'll just literally be me around my neighborhood, like doing the things, and I'm not the greatest, but I'm still able to like balance on the board and have a good time. And it's also such a healthy distraction for me, so I love it. So I have this super annoying bad habit of not taking the time to like exist in silence. And because of the internet, you literally can never be bored. But what I do lately is I wake up in the morning, I like make a coffee, I put on some music, I shower with music on, in the background. And then when I'm in the car, I'm listening to music. When I'm at the gym, I have my headphones on listening to music. So when I'm back from, running errands or back from work or the gym, I'm back home again working at my desk and I have a podcast playing. So I'm always listening to something. And what happens is that I have become really attached to constantly having something in the background, almost keeping me like company. So instead of like existing in silence and being comfortable with that, now what I'm trying to do is, when I'm having like my reading time, like no music will be playing in the background. I want to really like take the time to enjoy the silence and take the time to appreciate that for what it is, especially because my mind is so busy. I need to take a moment to like slow down at times and just be in the moment instead of like distracting myself with noise like 24/7. So sometimes even cleaning my home to silence is actually really therapeutic for me, to like just vibe out in silence, okay? And like enjoy the moments of blankness. And I have more time to like think about my content ideas, or have time to like think about like podcast episodes or YouTube content or a new project I'm working on. And when I'm constantly like having noise in my ears, like I don't have that time to think about things that I need to. And I want to be in that flow state. Like I need to think more creatively, and I need to obviously make the effort in order to get to that state. I don't doom scroll anymore or like scroll anywhere on social media. I just don't. Like for work, I use it for like a certain capacity, but personally, I don't have Instagram on my phone anymore. I don't use my TikTok anymore. These social media apps for me are honestly not good for my brain, and I've established that. And I hope one day I'm able to use it like everyone else, where it doesn't affect me mentally, but I just can't do that to myself anymore. It's become such a toxic place for me. So yeah, that's just not my vibe right now. Rule number 8 is stick to exercising. Like working out for me is a non-negotiable in my life. It's something I've always established that I need. It honestly just puts me in such a great place mentally. Like I need it. I'm not like out here like trying to be a fitness influencer. Like I mainly need it because of like the mental aspect and how good it makes me feel about myself. It's essential for my self-improvement journey. Like I love cardio, like it's my vibe right now. I need it. I get the hype as well, like of Pilates. I'm not looking for like a specific result. I just know that exercise makes me feel good, especially after I'm not feeling that great about myself. So it's something that just makes me feel amazing. And it's something that I'm definitely going to continue to prioritize in my life. So rule number 9 is not just going out every weekend, because I literally spent 4 years, actually more than 4 years of my life in my early 20s, literally going out all the time to parties and enjoying the nightlife, as you should, okay? But I'll discuss my experience with like Cape Town nightlife very soon, but anyways, not for this episode. But the last 3 years and even more recently, I've wanted to try and do more like fun activities. So like maybe grabbing a nice dinner with a friend, or like watching the sunset, going for hikes, having a smoothie date, which is, by the way, my absolute fave. Like this is like the way to my heart. Like I'm not even kidding. But anyways, just doing more things where I feel like I'm making the most of my time and I'm making memories and I'm experiencing life, and not just experiencing life inside a dark club with like loud music and strangers everywhere. Like what I want to do is like I want to try and go to an event at least once or twice a month if it's worth it, because of course I don't want to like be lame. Like I do want to go out and like socialize, and I really enjoy that. And then like the rest of the time on the weekends or when I'm free, just like being in like my soft girl era and like being more like into doing things that like bring me joy and allow me to like slow down, and doing more things that make me feel good and feel like wholesome and like squishy inside, okay? And this usually means spending time at the beach for me, which is like one of my favorite places ever. Like just doing more physical activities with people who make me laugh, or like trying new restaurants and having a good meal and like ordering that dessert, because like why not, okay? Just like enjoying life and like not taking myself too seriously is always on the agenda right now. The last rule for me that I've listed is eating more healthily, but nutritious foods, and like cutting out fizzy drinks, or like cutting it down to like maybe like once a month or once a week. But eating foods that are going to give my body healthy energy, and drinking more water and keeping hydrated, but at the same time not like restricting myself, but being aware of like the foods that are going to make my body feel good and give it energy and make me feel productive during my day. And I know that, you know, it's not good to have like a toxic relationship when it comes to food and like restricting yourself and all of that. That's not what I'm saying. But I want to make healthier choices for me and for my body, and what I know is going to make me feel good. So that is something that I'm working towards. And, you know, why not treat this beautiful vessel that you've been given, okay, that gets you around and keeps you going? So that's definitely something that I'm prioritizing on like my self improvement journey, is like trying to eat more foods that are healthy and good for me. And yes, I don't care if this sounds like a pick me, but I'm a huge fan of green juice, okay? I love green juice.
Shocked, honey. I was in tears.
So to end off, another thing to really add like to my list is not just being nice on the outside, but actually being nice on the inside too. And like just being kind to yourself, I think, is very important. So give yourself some grace. Don't be so hard on yourself. Like, I love you, okay? I hope you enjoyed this episode. Let me know your thoughts by commenting below, or like sending me a DM on Instagram at the Chill Out Podcast. Stop procrastinating, okay? You got this. Chase your dreams. I love you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, please. I love you. Bye.